3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
All right, halftime, big noon kickoff on Fox, where Michigan leads Minnesota 21-3, a devastating Minnesota field goal in that final play of the first half. Unacceptable if you're in the Michigan defense. I can't. Best bet's looking okay as of right now. Before we talk second half of that game, before we talk a bunch of interesting finals, at least first half so far across college football. Before we get into your questions, comments, before we get to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish, and producer extraordinaire Zach Phillips, I got to remind everybody that we are doing this show. Why? Because we are sponsored this year by FanDuel, and you can start your college football season off with a win at FanDuel, because right now new customers can kick off the season with $200 in bonus bets. Just place any $5 bet and you'll get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. Spreads, live bets, total, so much more you can use those bets on. And you can visit FanDuel.com/hitthebooks to download America's #1 sportsbook. That's FanDuel.com/hitthebooks. Disclaimer: must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas in affiliation with the Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut, or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NEW YORK or text HOPE New York in New York. Knish, you got to be feeling pretty good. We looking at the Big Ten champs here?
I mean, is the back-to-back back on, baby? No, I mean, listen, good first half. Minnesota might have just basically handed us 2 touchdowns. But when you're sitting on some -8.5, we'll take it. Defense looks great. Offense, listen, I'm not going to, I mean, they can't protect them. Like, Orgy drops back. Now, granted, Minnesota couldn't protect the, it was a massacre either, but he has no time. Like, there's no, like, they can't protect the passer at all. So it's hard to see what he's got. He's doing what he needs to do, not turning the ball over, not forcing anything. Defense was, absolutely dominant. So anything second half here looks like.
Yeah, let's pull that up, Zach, as far as the second half at FanDuel. Let's see if we got anything. I don't have a strong take or feel for the second half. I mean, I expect a lot of run game from Michigan. So that's telling me 6.5 in the second half. Total, what, 60, if I can do that right, 15.5. At least at the nothing screams. I don't want to be involved in any of that. Do you?
No, I don't see. I mean, I would be, honestly, this is one of those, like, I would be shocked if they threw a pass in the second half.
I want to play under, but man, 16.5 is not a lot.
I know that's
not a lot of wiggle room, especially if Minnesota's turning it over.
Yeah, I was going to say, one turnover, you're cooked there. It's
a wet football. It's weather. I don't know. I just want us to win this best bet, to be honest with you. My bigger takeaway is this. Going back to last night, which we did win with Rutgers, we were fortunate win. I am going to anticipate old BP's bet in Washington against your Wolverines next week. You know.
Hey, listen, we're open enough to admit when we're on the wrong side of a winner in some of these games. Hey, it all pays the same, baby. I'll take it. Yes, I agree. We're quite fortunate in that one. If you had a Washington ticket, it is what it is, type of thing.
So my hope is Michigan, Minnesota continues to. I just want a repeat of this first half, because I'm all about pocketbook here. I know you're a Michigan fan, but that's going to create some value, I think, on Washington. Big time value. Michigan's first road game of the season. I'm anticipating the Huskies, baby. Looking forward to that. Outright. Let's get to the stars of the show. That would be you guys tuning in. We appreciate you guys tuning in. The second half. Sorry, we don't have a second half best bet. We're not going to force one if we don't have a strong, feel for it. I mean, I guess if I had to be forced to it, I would probably lean Michigan minus 6.5. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I lean that way as well. Just I think especially if Minnesota's going to open it up, they can't protect the passer at all.
No, they can't.
It's got turnover written all over it. So,
boy, Mason Graham looked good. That's what a first-team All-American looks like, folks. Yeah. On the defensive line, very impressive. Johnny Bravo. Imagine if Kentucky actually had an offense. That's all that money that came in on Kentucky late in the week looks pretty sharp.
That was real deal. I like their skill players. I don't think, their offense is not offensive line isn't great. I don't think Vandergraaf's thing, like when he's been out there, they've been trying to run a couple of like multi-quarterback, type of system. So listen, that was like a classic Mark Stoops first half masterclass there of like taking down, I think, all the rhythm out of Ole Miss's offense, 40 seconds of play clock every time, giving his team the best chance to win. We'll see. Lane's blown. So this is why we're not a Lane Kiffin podcast, because Lane's blown some of these. Speaking of blown, God, I can't believe we didn't even mention it.
We will.
The miracle on Horseshoe Street last night in South Florida. That man, that was something.
I don't think he realizes we're talking Blue Horseshoe, obviously Fezzik, who gave out money line minus 800 to clients, Miami.
Then double
down. I don't
think
he realizes how well he runs. Like, it just has no clue. That was an all-timer. That's one of the more memorable. I even at the end of the season, that's going to be one of the more memorable games of the entire season.
Yeah, I agree.
Was not a well officiated game on either side. I'll admit to that. There was some blown calls. I think they got to the correct call at the end. It was not called correctly on the field. I don't know if there was enough to overturn the call on the field, but I think they got it there. But Miami obviously exposed. They faced like a real team, like a real defense.
I agree.
I'm not buying Cam Ward. He's just too. I don't like. He's calm. Nothing phases him. I don't like that, man. I just. You got to have a sense of urgency. I mean, they got in his face. I thought Virginia Tech's better coached. They win the game. They just do. I mean, he made so many mistakes. Brent Pry. Yeah, boy, that was a chip. And look, the first real team they played, and I don't even know if it's a real team, but Miami's was exposed a little bit last night. But they did win. What are we doing in the second half of Ole Miss? I saw it was 3.5. Yeah, gonna come back and win this game. You like that? That's basically saying minus 6.5 in the second half.
Yeah, minus 6.5.
We playing that?
I would definitely lean that way. You want to?
Yeah, I would
get that
too.
In? Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, do we best bet it?
Yeah, fire it in there.
Yeah, best bet. Ole Miss minus 6.5 in the second half. I like that. Boom. There we go.
I like that. I think you kind of got Kentucky's best shot there. Good game plan in the second half. They should. Hopefully, we see some second half adjustments there from our guy Lane.
Yeah.
We'll
Nebraska. Trust Lane this one time. Boy, if he does not win this one for us, have
you been following this Nebraska-Purdue game where Nebraska's gotten in? They had like a fraudulent offensive PI penalty to bring back a touchdown. I think they've gotten inside the Purdue 20 or 30 like 3 other times and have 0 points to show for it.
Missed a couple field goals again.
Yeah.
They dominated. What are we doing in the second half of this one?
Well, that one, I think that one's already taken off. That opened 4.5, and it steamed up to 6.
We still lay 6.
I mean, well, I don't know how much Nebraska I can stomach here in this one here because we got some pregame. We got and
never mind. Let's just root for them to win by 10. Never mind.
Also,
I forgot about that.
God, North Carolina State is going to be the death of me. They give up the Northern Illinois touchdown drive with under 2 minutes left. It was 17-7, now 17-14. I'll be honest with you. If I had to, I would lean a little bit more -3 there, but I think we'll stick with our 6.5 position on that one.
Yeah, let's just stick there. I forgot we had all this stuff going on, and then we got Kansas State too. Man, we got 4 noon games going.
That I was gonna say that was when I wouldn't. The more I looked into that one, even after I was like, I liked it. You know what? And so then they get down 10-7, but a nice comeback there to go into the half 21-13. So yeah, a number of these, and got a couple in real good.
We're looking all right. I mean, we're not perfect, but we're looking all right.
Speaking of
Pinnacle at 7 on BetSam. No other books showing. That was that the second half for Ole Miss. We only want 6.5. I'm not gonna lay 7. Okay, then it might not be a best bet, folks. On that, we can only do what we can do. So, if you found a 6.5, congrats. You know what that means. When we don't track it, that's a winner. Slam that in. That's a winner, folks.
Speaking of the UConn Huskies, the Brad Powers Memorial team here,
I was pretty pissed. Did they give up a field goal right before the half? I didn't like that.
Well, I think you'll be all right in that one.
Man, don't jinx me. People said that about Central Michigan 2 weeks
ago. In fact,
ago.
I'm guaranteeing a UConn cover in this one if you got in with the BP.
Why would you do that? I need to win, man. I need every win I can get.
I think
they're pretty impressive, though.
I mean, that is right. This is the second straight week. Now they're not playing the juggernauts here, but that's I mean, yeah, that was a dominating first half.
It was the Merrimack game that sold me when they were up 56-7 at halftime. And I watched Merrimack outplay Air Force the week before. I'm like, what is going on here? And then they just carried. They are being pretty consistent. We'll see if they can play the final 30 minutes. But I mean, obviously numbers matter, but I'm not getting off them. If they just close play well in the second half, I probably be on them again. I mean, there's something else. They don't have a road game until November. So.
Yeah.
Looking like a bowl team at least. Another big thing. Kevin brings this up in the chat. Does Aranda, first coach fired, Dave Aranda?
I mean, what's left? I don't know how trigger happy Baylor's going to be, but if you lose this one.
Yeah, especially in the manner. He's running the defense. 31 points they allow in the first half.
Yeah, well, that obviously was. I mean, he's got. I don't know. To me, it's just like a matter of win. Like, I don't know if you want to. I'm never the biggest proponent of like, you have to fire the guy mid-season, but it's over. Like, he's getting canned. It's just the seat's on fire. It's already burned down. The chairs in shambles and that. He's gone.
Makes our that Colorado should have lost to them. Makes that look a little bit better for our UCF bet, right?
I mean, I know that total keeps coming down because of weather. I
think weather helps UCF. Colorado's pass game that hurts, so I don't get that.
I know. Me too. There's some. I added some more 13.
Yeah, they love their Coach Prime. We'll see. They got to win the line of scrimmage. I doubt it. Best bet's UCF. We've already given it out though, folks. So, but if you're just joining us, there you go. It's there. It's available. Egg in the chat. Tulane look like the clear favorite in the American. Yeah, that's another shocking final. It looks like South Florida's out of gas after playing Miami and Alabama already.
Yeah.
How good? Here's a big picture. So, when is Summerall getting an SEC job? This guy is unbelievable. The Tulane head coach.
Yep.
Whoa, as I'm getting shot at here. I mean, the job he did at Troy, the first 2 years, I mean, wins immediately, back-to-back Sun Belt champions. He inherits Tulane winning program, but I mean, there was a lot of roster turnover. And right now they look like, I think the conference is a little tougher than expected with Army and Navy and some other teams looking well, but that's back-to-back weeks, some big wins there against South Florida.
No,
I didn't watch that game. You got any takeaways on that one?
No, I didn't see too much other than just, checking the box and looking at the score. I mean, but that's an impressive effort there from Tulane. And in a game where they got faded market-wise with not much buyback there all the way to 3, and then it's absolute burial. So, yeah, that's real deal.
I bet South Florida, so that's a loser for me big time. That sucks. What are UConn's playoff odds are wacky. We'll see. Let's folks, man, you guys jinxed me, man. I'm gonna tell you what, you want to see me hot. If they don't cover, I'm gonna be hot on the Monday show between Holt and who's a great listener of ours, and then you. I mean, we'll see. But they have dominated the first half. Howdy. Oh yeah, I did. This made me want to puke. Howdy, thoughts on Gus and that Fox crew glazing Fleck in the first half? PJ Fleck sucks. That's a guy. If he didn't get extended, I mean, he should be fired. I mean, he's just, I don't get these coaches. They're conservative when they shouldn't be. And then I thought there was a stupid field goal attempt there in the weather, 55 yards. That's the time you do try to pin him inside the 10, whatever. They're not going to a bowl game, so it's another losing season for Minnesota. We'll see how long he lasts. All of game day in the world on Bama, so hammer Georgia. Yeah, I'm in that. I like Georgia tonight.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No?
I know the game day curse maybe on that one, but when we talked about it yesterday, we both like Georgia in that one.
We best betting it or no?
Yeah, let's go. What's the money line there at?
Let's just do money line. What do we got here?
Boy,
we got a -122. Let me just do a quick peek. I don't want to be taking too bad of the number.
Yeah, I know that. That's
not the best, the absolute best. There's some 115 out there.
Yeah. There's definitely some.
We like Georgia. We like Georgia.
Yeah.
All right. Action Sports Central. Do we do anything hedging with UConn's? The quarterback got hurt.
I didn't see
that. Well, keep in mind they got two quarterbacks. But the guy that they've been playing is Evers. But keep in mind he's not the original. He's not the original starter. The other guy is. So they're playing both guys. I mean, I'm sorry, I haven't had that one on. Once they got out to the lead, I started watching other stuff. So we're okay. I mean, according to Knish, I mean it's a lock. So Zach says we can go up -116. Are we doing money line on Georgia? Let's do it. Best bet Georgia -116 money line. We're doing it. Go Bulldogs. Let's keep it rolling. Sorry. Got a few more here. Kyle, Nebraska, Purdue, 0-0. Baylor getting blown out. Add more to UCF. Yeah, we've covered all that. We agree with like Nebraska. Randa's fired. We just, said UCF's still good. Charles, he's in. He never missed a show. Western Kentucky, second half be +6 or +240 money line. What'd you think about that's another one I've seen on the box score, but I haven't followed it. Castellanos out. Western Kentucky jumps out.
I think beat one, BC, it's been a tough stretch here. Two, that they've had to go super conservative with the Grayson James off. Like he's 13-17, but for 100 yards, he's got a pick. It's just not the same team without Castellanos. And that's a cliche to say, but James, not the run. I mean, he's got 2 carries, -1 yard. That's more of a downgrade than, granted the line moved, 4 or 5 points, but that was worth
a bigger line move than I thought. So I didn't know that Castellanos was worth that much. So,
the other thing is that Western Kentucky, who is a little bit up and down, but they've kind of moved the ball like pretty easily on this BC defense. So they're Western Kentucky's got the ball here up 10. They're live in this game. Like they're
Oh, well, no shit. They're live. I think they're -7.5.
You've reached the point of
that's one where I don't like, we give out Ole Miss where I'm confident the favorite's going to come back and win. This is one where I'm not confident.
No, I agree. Western Kentucky at FanDuel right now, -7.5 trading. That's steep. That's way steeper than I thought it would have been.
I agree. I agree with that.
But
well, they're driving. That's why. Guy asked Tennessee -11. And you guys said, forget. We got a big slate of games up on deck right now. They said, forget that. Let's get the next week. I haven't dived into that. They're playing at Florida State. Tennessee -11. They're playing Arkansas. Let's see what Arkansas does. I guess I haven't looked at that one. Have you?
No, not any type of depth at the moment.
All right. Pass right now. Baylor quit. Looking at the second half, they're moving, but I mean that was a terrible first half.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say that because like it was. What was it? 21-0 to start the game.
Yeah, I
So, I mean,
thought they were going to quit at that point, but they're across midfield, so they're at
yeah, the
least moving
offense.
on offense.
Yeah, I was gonna say their offense hasn't really been the issue. It's just BYU is just shredding them every time they get the ball.
That's one I didn't bet them in the preseason, and now it looks like they're live in the Big 12. My goodness. Anthony, we already told you Ole Miss at halftime. We gave that out. Kirk, any thoughts on the Texas State game? We kind of lean towards the Texas State side. We talked about this yesterday. I'm just going to try to fly through as many as I can here. Minnesota second half, team total under 8.5, under half. We missed that one. I would. That's funny though. BG -10 today, best team in the MAC. I don't like the spot, but Old Dominion's quarterback, according to Knish. Have you heard more on that situation?
Yeah, you know what? I should have, but yeah, they've got some of the quarterback injuries. Why the line moved there? I know they're playing a couple guys, so I think they're going to try. We'll try out one of the second, third string guys there. Might do 2 QBs. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about the guys to quantify it real well, but you saw the market move like that. And as we know, BG, best team in the Midwest.
Yeah. Charles, how do we feel about the red bandanas? Not good in the ACC still. No, not. No, I mean, no. Let's see this. What happens with Castellanos? Now, we were just playing a huge long shot. Obviously, Clemson looking better and better, to our dismay.
Yeah, that's not great on a lot of avenues there. But I mean, listen, this game, unless you got it like with Castellanos out, this game really doesn't in terms of ACC stuff.
Yeah,
this doesn't matter.
Hurts the win total. Hurts the win total.
But as long as Castellanos gets back by next week and they're playing at Virginia, then they still got like the easiest schedule in all of the ACC by a mile. So
Ole Miss is driving, so that's good.
Boys, we got a problem.
Oh. What's going on?
Oh
no. Did we already lock that in?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he lagged on us. That was 15 minutes ago. He let us give it out without
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
Well, that ensures that
these, right?
That ensures that tout service isn't giving out Georgia money line. Because I was thinking about let's give out money line on the tout service. Oh no. Nah, I'm still comfortable with that one. Because I don't think that's not even close to the public play. I like the Bulldogs. As a Hokie alum, last night was the epitome of Virginia Tech football. That was rough. Should have won the game outright.
Rough as it gets. What'd you think of the overturn?
I don't think there was enough to overturn it. It was the call on the field was wrong, but there wasn't enough to overturn it. I'm sure there was shenanigans there because there were shenanigans all night. Both sides. It was not a well officiated game. It was a horrifically officiated game for both sides. The one that really bothered me was that holding call. Like he waited and waited and waited.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see his viewpoint on it. He waited, and then that running back was in the clear, and then he threw the flag like an asshole too. The way he threw it. Like, I mean, that's when I see. I mean, you can pick this up on the video. What an asshole! I mean, that's a type of. I mean, I don't know. You got a few beers in you. That's the type of guy that you just want to punch. I mean, that would have sent me. It did send me because I was obviously rooting against the horseshoe last night, big time. That would have been a fun night. Steven Robinson, LSU -20.5. I don't like LSU. I can't trust this team. I trusted them last week and no.
NC State up 10 now. Nice.
Up 10. That helps. Kansas State, we're looking good. Just a few more guys. FCS, Montana State. This from Ja Rule. We'll just call him Ja Rule. Montana State -17. I lean that way. I haven't got there yet. I was hoping it went a little further down, if you catch my drift, but I certainly lean that way. Idaho -2.5 at UC Davis. Lean that way. Haven't gotten there yet. Did you get any big money moves? The reports on the FCS? Syracuse defense gave up a couple of big plays.
I know. I thought we were gonna cruise on that one. Then it's 28.
Yeah, it was 21-0. I'm like, we got that one.
Yeah, much. I know. There's not anything on the. Let me see on the extra games. I know FAU went way out.
FAU went way out as expected. I gave you that one early in the week. You personally, Mr. Knish.
touchdown. Yeah, Syracuse just scored the early second half. I would lean Kennesaw as a dog here.
Really? Let's go head to head. I'll lean UT.
You want to go? You be taking UT Martin?
Yeah, let's go head to head. I'll
All
take
right.
UT Martin.
Head
So
to
there
head,
we go.
baby.
Head to head, 1.5 there. So there we go. Got a nice head to head at that one. Rice in play at the current number. Bert, did you play Rice? I did not play Rice.
Any numbers live, Bert. I mean, I'm gonna bet it before kickoff. We are not gonna best bet that ever again.
Oregon -24. I lean that way. Where are you on that one against UCLA?
Yeah, I lean that way too. I'm gonna see. This is one. Maybe I'll see if it dips. If I can catch a 23.5 before a kick there.
How much farther ahead are you? I mean, I am streaming this Syracuse game. You said they scored. I mean, I'm still looking at it. They haven't scored yet. You must be like 2 minutes ahead of me.
I'm just looking at.
All right, there we go. Big run, touchdown, Kansas State. There we go.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
DJ Giddens, big time run. UNLV -130. Yeah.
Byron Brown, actually, knee injury. Did he go out in that first half?
Who?
Byron Brown, UCF. Byron Brown.
Oh, did he get hurt?
I didn't have eyes on that game.
I heard there was whispers about him being banged up because he took some shots. Remember, someone asked us that yesterday.
Yeah,
that didn't come across my you had a Syracuse score. Oh, you meant to go up 28-14?
No,
because this idiot Kyle McCord just threw an interception. Yeah, they're going to go score again to go up 35-14, and this idiot threw an interception just now. Kyle McCord.
You know what? That's what I get for paying $500 a month for old DB.
Oh my God. Yeah, they are driving. He airmailed one, just intercepted. Unbelievable. I don't know. We're gonna win that, and we got out in front of 3, 4, 5 points. It don't matter. UNLV -130 money line. I do like UNLV. I know you like Fresno, right?
I'm
head
not
to head on that one.
On the Haj Malik Williams. I know everybody no downgrade, but
yeah, we'll see.
The Crest loyal Crest man says Syracuse had a TD, got called back, and then McCord picked. So
okay, thank you, Crest man. I didn't see that. There you go. That gives you a little bit more hope in the $500 a month. At least they have it. Are you allowed to leave Michigan in September?
Listen, big crowds, baby. But Ann Arbor, we're better than 120,000. So no reason to travel this early in the summer there. We'll see, since BP's already calling his like the babe calling his shot next week with Washington. So
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I've already bet Washington. I'd like to add some more in that game. I'm anxious to see what that line opens at. I think Washington wins, so I'll put it that way. But yeah, Michigan's got to play just old school Michigan football here in the second half. Let's just run it. Man, part of me, I hate that the weather's not good there. I miss some of the fall weather like days. Just there's a smell in the air. God, it just screams football. Hogs, Kevin Taylor. Yep, we got a best bet on Arkansas on the Hogs. That's from yesterday's show. Josh, finally, thoughts on North Carolina Duke and our friend tailgates released on that. I anxious to hear your thought. Did we go head to head on that?
No.
All right. Yeah, I like North Carolina. I like that. I like that release.
Listen, I see it. Duke's played absolutely nobody. I'm not dying to lay this UNC where the program's at. So I got nothing on this one. I didn't go it either way. But I did.
Oh wow, North Carolina favored now. Look at that tent flipping the favorite.
Flipping the favorite.
Yeah, I did bet North Carolina. I didn't have enough confidence to give it out the decline because I don't know, man. It's a precarious situation there with Ole Mac being his last year, in my opinion. You got any closing thoughts? I know it's kind of a subdued show here. Because there's opportunity. We're 1-0. We got a very fortunate win. We're watching the Michigan game looking good. Kansas State's looking good. Hopefully, we got an opportunity here to have a good start to the day.
I was gonna say, open for the big week, baby.
We need it, man.
Yeah,
it would be nice to be both lucky and good. One of them weeks where it just all comes together. So, you got any closing thoughts? We like Georgia tonight, obviously.
Yeah. Georgia in the big one. UConn already with a second half touchdown, baby. Just keeps it rolling.
All right. Yeah, I like that. I like this team, folks. I really do. I don't want them to win by too much, and then it just because I thought
all
the
the value in
opportunity
future
here.
weeks.
Yeah, I think it's going to catch on too quickly. I thought this was a team we could really ride for 5-6 weeks because again, they don't play a road game until the middle of November. Did we get a field goal there by the Wolverines? Yes, we did.
Yeah,
big one. And that's a big one there. Get that going. Kansas State's looking good. I mean, this is we'll see how it finishes, but I'll tell you, this is our best noon window of the season so far. From right now, as we stand doing this right now.
Yeah, big UTSA money coming in right now.
Ooh, against East Carolina. Somebody out?
I don't know, but I see that's flickering to like 1.
I did bet UTSA. East Carolina is a tough team to trust. So we'll see there. I think Mr. Muscles was on the over. I'm looking. Was there any other game? Louisville Cardinal against the Irish. You want to get best bet Louisville?
Did we Boyd's got the flat 7. FanDuel flat 7 minus 110.
Do they?
Yeah, Zach's too busy with a Guinness. Yeah. Oh no, they don't. 6.5. No.
I think I'll say this. I have bet Louisville at 7. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
too.
buying.
If you got find a 7, super chat from our man Harrison.
Yep.
UCLA total.
I lean over. Where are you at on that one? Yeah, 54.5. 55 being a key. Where are you at there? I like over.
Yeah, I was gonna say tick down a little bit. I would lean over as well on that one. Haven't fired on it, but
I haven't yet. But 54.5's enticing. So we appreciate you with that super chat. But yeah, over there if you can find 54.5. Yeah, I like that.
I would agree. And I would see especially if you catch a 54, that'd be real. Okay. 54, I would be in as in like betting full stake on it.
Yeah, boy, that win, the 50s are so like that's like some of the mid 50s numbers are like, that corridor 3 to 7. It is, man. You don't think about it. People, I think, generally don't think about it, but it is. Is Kentucky? I don't know. We got a 10-10 game. We'll see. Eric Anderson, we appreciate you being a new member. Man, I got nothing else, man. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of these games. Louisville outright over the Fighting Irish, Georgia over Alabama, and hopefully a bunch of best bet winners here for us. Let's recap it real quick. For those that are just watching, let's just quickly recap it. 30 seconds here, what we got in the card. Zach, if you want to pull that up. Because, hey, Zach, you told me, but you got to recap it. So Michigan's looking good. NC State, they up 10. All right, that's okay right now. Kansas State's looking good. Boy, Purdue scored first. Ooh, that ain't good. Boy, fire Matt Rule if they lose this game. Are you kidding me? Miami, Ohio, the weather got us there. So I'm not. That's probably going to – we keep it real here. Probably a loss. Georgia Southern, we'll be okay. Western Michigan, we got CLV there.
UCF, I don't care.
People are still betting.
People are still betting Colorado.
I'm telling you, that screams 4-touchdown win, Central Florida. Arkansas, I love. Georgia, we added to the portfolio. First half, Florida State. Yep, that was 1 point off on a low total in a first half. I like that we did that. Cincinnati, I like. So there we go. Let's get a big win, man. Big winning week. I'll talk to you on Monday. Hopefully, we hold on to this big-time Connecticut game. Even though it's in my portfolio, it's not anybody else's. So we'll see. Man, thank you. Appreciate you guys tuning in, the chat. Appreciate you, Knish, for stopping by. Appreciate Zach Phillips, producer extraordinaire. I'm merely just Brad Powers here in Vegas. You just watched Hit the Books, part of the Hammer Betting Network, sponsored by FanDuel. See you Monday.